Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger Chapter 46. And, this chapter is kind of simple, except for maybe one part. It starts off with Kazuma and his squad trying to send that kid Hisato, I think his name is, away to go take on the Tryon soldiers. They say that they're gonna deal with the rabbit things themselves, so yeah. The base ends up learning about what's going on with Suwa and all the others, about the rabbits, about all the Tryon soldiers, and how they're breaking out of the emergence areas, which means they're getting to where they're breaking out of the safe area, the danger zones, I guess. And neighbors aren't supposed to get outside of those zones. So once the Tryon soldiers and the rabbits get outside there, then the people are going to start to lose faith in border. So that's not a good thing. And Azo, he tries to get Shinoda to send Ai, Kitora, and the rest of Arashiyama squad in, except for Jean, I'm assuming. Jean would still be handling his own area. But Shinoda, he's not having any of it. Alright, he wants the A rank agents to take on the rabbits, while the B rank agents, those guys take on all the Tryon soldiers. And they're outnumbered. They just are. So if they take too long dealing with those rabbits, then the Tryon soldiers are going to overwhelm the B rankers, and they're just going to lose. Alright, so uh, Shinoda ends up saying that, if the A rankers take too long, then I'll go in myself. Alright, and Kido ends up supporting him in that, so that was pretty cool. After that, we switch back to well, there was a scene here with Yuma and Osamu too, but they were pretty much just saying the same thing. So yeah, it's pretty. After that, it goes back to Kazuma, and him and his squad, they aren't able to take out the rabbit, even after Shiro, I think his name is, acts as a decoy. So it's pretty tough. They get some intel on it about how, like I said, it's tough. Its armor is thickest at its arms, at its head, at its back. It also has good ears and eye. It has a good eye because it only has one. Um, but apparently its weakest points are its ears, its legs, and its stomach, and that's what they're going to start off with next. So I'm assuming they're going to actually like start to beat it soon. They're actually going to get a leg up on it and just take it out. Because after that, we actually see some humanoid neighbors like Yuma. Alright, we see some of these neighbors from Krator, and they refer to these guys to, well, I'm not sure, they're either referring to the land itself or the people who inhabit it as Medan, kind of like how the demons in Blue Exorcist, aka I don't know Exorcist, they refer to the normal world as Ashia instead of Earth. Yeah. So this is kind of something similar to that. I guess they're just referring to the world as Medan. Um, and they say that Medan is coping well. So apparently what they're doing, what Cosmo Squad is doing, is right. Right? They have the right ideas. So that's good for them. But it's also good that we get to actually like put some faces to these enemies, because before now it was kind of it the this the major problem that could have happened with this arc is something that Freezing has actually had to go through recently, with the villains of an arc not really having a face to them. They're just a bunch of like things, but there's no legit villain. So that's what things were like so far. But now we're actually able to put a face to these guys, multiple faces. So that's good. Um, and these guys that we see, they aren't impressed. Well, some of them are, but some of them aren't impressed by all the border agents and everything. They're not really sweating yet. They still know that they've got it in the bag, all right. And they're even prepared to go there themselves if for some reason they're unable to win with their sheer amount of numbers. Their numbers advantage is so high, they're pretty confident, but they're even willing to actually go there themselves in order to get the job done. So I'm assuming that's what's going to need to happen, because why say something like that if it's not going to happen? So I would be disappointed if it didn't happen. But that's pretty much it for the chapter. We learned that their commander, his name is Hiring, High Rain, High Rain, High Rain. I'll call him High Rain. Yeah, that's his name. So, yeah, that's really it for the chapter though. Um, the scenes with Kazuma and his squad, those were okay. I mean, they were. I wasn't like jumping out of my seat or anything. The scenes with Shinoda and Kido and Azo, those were cool. And it was good to see the Krator guys at the end there. So I was going to give the chapter a 6.5, but I'll up it to a 7. Why not? Yeah, that's it. Rate, comment, subscribe. Oh, by the way, I don't think World Triggers. I think World Triggers is going to be absent next week. I don't think it's going to come out with the chapter, but because I think what was the story I heard? I think something like the author broke his hand or something like that, which is the last injury you want as an author, an artist. So yeah, especially as an artist. At least as an author, you can still like type up script and have someone else like actually put it on there. But yeah, as far as art goes, that's tough. So hopefully it gets better soon. Hopefully the manga can come back soon. But for at least next week, it shouldn't. The chapter shouldn't be coming out unless he's got like, unless he's already done a couple chapters before. Like he has like a storage of chapters that he's already completed. But yeah, I'm not expecting a chapter next week. So yeah. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.